Yeah, but today's exciting. It's one day before our event here in Montreal, which is downtown, about AI consciousness, AI, blockchain, Web3, Web2. So we're starting in the car today, and that's because we're heading to an event. It's actually a crypto event. Now, it's actually not very big. It looks like it's a little bit smaller. It's in a building. It's really interesting because it's actually the co-founder, I would say. Co-founder, I believe, right?
Yeah, he's the founder.
Yeah, so co-founder of ShakePay will be there, which is a crypto exchange here in Canada. It's actually a very good one because it's very open, so it's easy to put money in. So like e-transfer, we have e-transfer here in Canada. It's like Cash App, I guess you could say, in the US. But so you can just like easily deposit funds and then you get crypto. So a very easy way to buy crypto with ShakePay, and then also to transfer between friends. It's all like kind of its own ecosystem, similar to other exchanges where if you work within the ecosystem, it's free. And then when you transfer away from it, obviously you pay a few fees, but the fees to get started and to buy crypto aren't that high, which is really nice. It'd be interesting to hear what they have to say. It's not a sales pitch. It's going to be actually informative, and it's going to be about Bitcoin, so not Ethereum. And again, we're really interested in Web3 because it is the new era of web. Again, we like the innovation part of it. We like to see what you can build on it. And we're going to hear now another perspective of someone who built a full-on exchange and I guess like a wallet and app system on this platform. So it'll be really interesting to see who's all going to be speaking there, and of course, meeting maybe the co-founder of ShakePay. It's like a 40-minute drive, even though usually it takes us 20 minutes. So pretty crazy here in Montreal, the traffic, but that's what it is. Everyone's out and about, and that's what we like to see. Looks like we can only do like an hour here. Yeah, but then it's, I think, free. All right, we have arrived.
Arrived.
Yes.
Let's go check in.
Sounds good. So there we have it. The event just wrapped up. Some interesting talking points, interesting perspectives too. A lot of questions were asked, like, or what's the positive future that they see? A lot of people are saying, a lot of people say Bitcoin is very similar to gold, and that's like the only value it has. Bitcoin isn't just because of the value, because of like it's limited supply, but it's also because the usability that you can build with it.
Yeah, like the technology.
The technology that it comes with it. That's what's also very cool, because the trade-off, if a company has to build that themselves or implement that themselves, it's a very big cost. So the cost of basically using Bitcoin is much lower with using that system alone. And that's also another valuable feature of it, which is interesting to hear.
Yeah, and there were a few topics too around security of like how safe it is and stuff like that, and how safe you are holding crypto and things, but it kind of goes all around to like holding money in your bank account.
Yeah,
it all depends of how noisy you are or how loud you are around it, and like what you do with your money. Because there's apparently something that happened in France where someone was attacked because they had a certain amount of currency in their wallet. But it all depends, again, I think, about like what you're really doing in real life and like how much you're talking. You know, we got to walk the talk, right? The other thing around blockchain that I always comes up to my mind is how open it is. It's such a public thing, such a public network where you can see every transaction happen. It's just very open, decentralized, right? Where with your banking, you can kind of hide what you're doing, where it's a lot harder with crypto. So if you're trying to hide against what you're doing, it's going to be very hard to hide the transactions and where you're spending your money or where you're sending it.
You can literally see someone's spending habit.
You can see how much someone has in their account.
Yeah. I know, it's interesting.
I think that's what people forget about too about crypto. People forget the fact that it's so transparent that someone will know exactly how much money you have in your bank account. They will know where you're using it, what you're sending it to, what you're buying, because it's connected to, let's say, a place where you're sending money to.
Exactly.
And so they can track it. It's just like a credit card. They can track what you're doing.
So it's interesting questions. The questions also were sort of the regulations right behind it. Of course, there's a lot more here in Canada. And sometimes, you know, there's a good and a bad behind it in a way. Let's also address is how it's something that's bad for innovation, because right now it's still a very new field and industry. So you kind of do need innovation to happen to figure out the best way of doing something. And when there's restrictions, you can't sort of trial and error. But then some of the trials and errors are not very like ethical in the way that things are happening. So
and a big question was also, how can I learn more about it? Because a lot of people were in the room were actually not too familiar with like Bitcoin or how to use it or what to do with it.
So the biggest thing I would say is, when you're researching, I would say let's just go surface level. If you're researching about crypto or let's say Bitcoin, don't just read the first thing you see and take it as the truth. You have to read multiple different things, also from multiple different locations. Maybe watch several YouTube videos, watch the story behind it, then also watch how it works and how it's built, but then also read about all those 3 topics. And the biggest thing, I think the best spot to find how what Bitcoin is go on bitcoin.org. It's their website, and you can read about Bitcoin there. And they also, of course, have like a GitHub. So GitHub is where you store code and everything. And since Bitcoin is open, it's decentralized, their code is available online. And you can actually find the white paper right in that area. So a white paper is basically a documentation of everything that they're doing. And you can look at the table of contents and find the things and read about them in there. But you can even just Google the white paper.
Yeah, and even some platforms, like let's say Ethereum, they have a full documentation on their website that you can actually go through, actually cleaned up, divided in a certain way where it's very understandable. Yeah. And you can read certain topics.
Yeah, you have no idea how many things I have found, even like helpful resources that were linked. If I just go to the actual physical company that's actually providing the service or the idea, and just reading their documentation, they actually link to helpful things to help understand the documentation.
Yeah, and you gotta be careful because there's a lot of noise out there. Yeah. So it's always good to do more than one check on a certain topic. But that's it. That's for the wrap on the event. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
So let's go ahead and drive home and see you tomorrow. All right, we've arrived. Haircut day today.
We're actually getting a haircut from one of our friends here in Montreal. His name's Castra. He's a barber. He's in our mastermind. And so we're going to get a cut from him, check out how he does his cuts and stuff. And we're going to document a little bit how he does it too. Maybe film us getting our haircut. And then we'll see how it looks after. But I'm excited. He does some really good work. So
he's actually planning on opening up his own barbershop as well, which is going to be another, I guess, adventure that he's taking, which is going to be really neat and interesting to see. So it'd be cool to visit that shop whenever that's open. But let's go ahead and visit him in here and see how he's doing. Hello.
Yeah, I was looking, I'm like, hold on, why do they look so much?
all right, so here we are with Castra. We're excited to get a fresh cut.
Yes, sir.
And he's going to make us look right because
Tomorrow there's an event. We're going to learn a lot of things.
Yeah, we are.
I'm actually curious on how he's going to pitch his offer.
Yeah, me too. Because we're going to learn a lot. It's actually our mentor speaking, Raymond Habre. And he'll be there and we get to see how he does his work, like when he's on stage and what he does. And
especially Anis.
Yes, that too.
Because it's going to be his first time pitching his offer. So we'll see how he's going to do it.
Yeah, I'm excited. We got to look good first.
You ready for that?
Yeah, let's do it. I did say scissor cut last time.
Yeah.
So I was thinking since I'm going to Europe in like 2 weeks, a week and a bit, I was thinking maybe like something shorter, so something like that maybe. But I'm not sure if or like that, like longer like that.
The thing is, if you want to go as short as him, because he has a fade on the side.
Yeah, he does.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're going to have to maintain it a lot more.
Oh, okay.
Because it's going to grow really fast. I'd say we should do it more with scissors. Yes, we can go shorter.
Yeah.
But you're also going to have the old money hairstyle, and it's going to last longer too.
Perfect. Yeah, let's do that
The
then.
shape is going to be perfect. You actually didn't know, but he paid me more to buzz your whole.
Yeah, so you're getting a full buzz. Maybe mohawk, we'll see.
So you have a calic here, okay? This calic is this shows you how your hair goes. And your hair goes this way.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means that it's a lot easier for you to go like this.
Yeah, exactly.
And this side go back.
Yeah.
Then this side.
Exactly.
You see, you have like a bit of bounce compared to this side.
Yeah.
It's because they're used to go forward. But when they're forward, look how flat they do.
Yeah, you're right.
Visually, they're gonna look similar, but this side I'm gonna have to go a bit longer, so you have a bit more length for you to be able to
Play with it.
your back without having that bounce.
Right.
You want to take some interesting shots?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Now it's the next one.
Next time.
We're gonna show them your haircut.
This looks better.
1,000 aura, not yet.
Negative 1,000.
Negative 9,000, positive 9,000.
I'm gonna like video you and then go to your brother.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
The before and after. And be like, so this is the before. And then give me like 30 minutes. phone.
Looking fresh. Really like it. Good
all
job.
cleaned up.
Really appreciate it.
The boys are ready.
Yeah, finally got a proper haircut.
Yes, you know, honestly, it feels so good to have a fresh cut, especially now when the summer's coming around.
Yeah.
And it was definitely needed, that's for sure.
I mean, you guys are ready for tomorrow, and
All right, you made us look good though.
boom. Nice to see you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
We're gonna see each other tomorrow, and guys, make sure to watch till like the
Yeah.
event for tomorrow.
See you. Good to see you. Cozy. Cool, okay. So that was it.
That was it. It was good.
Yes, honestly, it's a good refresher.
Yeah, it
Again,
is.
going to that. It's all about mindset, you know, testing.
Also, watching how Raymond does his presentations, because we're going to be speaking. on
Exactly.
May
It really gave me a refresher about that too, like what
Yeah.
to do.
And how his slides look and what he does and how he asks the question is really important. Ask questions to your audience, get them involved.
Exactly. That was the event for today.
Yep.
It's part 2 tomorrow, so pretty interesting to see. I would say the last official morning that's beautiful like this
Yeah,
in
that's
Montreal
so nice.
after 2 months. I would say we had probably 6 beautiful days here, and we're gonna enjoy it. You know, have our coffee out here. We already had our lemon water.
Yeah, but today's exciting. It's one day before our event here in Montreal, which is downtown, about AI consciousness, AI, blockchain, Web3, Web2.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited about it.
Excited.
We've just been seeing even more technology on the rise. Let's go ahead, continue the day, finish off the day, and then get ready for tomorrow.